So I'm back here on a video again, and I am out in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of nowhere, and I felt that I needed to talk about a subject about abuse, and I wanted to connect, hopefully, with people. I'm coming out of a relationship of almost 9 years. And I didn't think it was really abuse. I knew I wasn't happy. I knew that I loved him. I knew that also I didn't like how I felt. I was love bombed a lot. But also I was cheated on. And I guess my point to this is I got to a point where I was completely no longer trusting myself, and I just really want to reach out to people and connect. I'm not trying to become TikTok famous or anything like that. You can barely see me, but that's okay. I'm good. I'm not trying to become famous on anything, but I really have it in my heart to try to connect with people in some way and kind of go over like the emotions that you feel in a relationship that you can't really pinpoint that it's abuse because it's so up and down. He's not actually, or she is not physically hitting you or anything like that. When somebody's cheating on you and that people say, oh, you just accept it, you become a point where it's very hard to explain to anybody, even with just right here trying to explain it. Like, a person, okay, my situation was where I believed what he was saying and doing to me, like, as far as like, I don't know, like, I love you, and you're my only one. I mean, I found all kinds of things with him saying that to me and him showing that action to me in front of me. And I mean, how do you not believe that? And he's constantly emailing me while I'm at work, calling me over and over and over, and texting me. Like, I'm still going through the process of just kind of believing it, but I'm at a point where maybe I'm running away from my feelings and I'm not really sharing those feelings inside with myself. I don't know. This is harder than I thought I was going to be. My big thing right now is really wanting to connect with women, and like I said, men too, but like, honestly, I'm a woman. I connect with women the most, and making sure that we're stronger than we believe in ourselves. And you get to a point where you get so notched down and believing all their lies and everything else that it's just, you get so knocked down that you feel dependent on them, even though they usually don't bring something to the table. Like with my husband, he didn't work. I felt like I was doing the right thing by sticking with my marriage, even though I knew I wasn't happy with like how he treated me, how he talked to me. And my sister had said to me, take out the cheating and how he talked to you, he's still not a good person. And it's true. He talked about my children bad. He talked about my family. Anybody and everybody, I felt like anybody that was in my life, there was something wrong with them. So, like, it never really mattered truly if it was male or female. There was something, he would always find something negative about them to say. Very controlling. And I didn't see it at that time as that. I felt like, oh, maybe he's right. He is looking out the best for me. And he would always tell me how he's the only one that's there for me. He's the only one that's there for me. And when you hear that and you have arguments with people because you're you're trying to get back to that person, your husband or the person in your life, whether boyfriend or whatever, you start believing like that is really the only person. That is my person. I came out to the mountains because I'm actually able to be free and have my space to just kind of do what I need to do and really think. I've never, that's another thing, like in that relationship, I was never able to just think and just be peaceful. And I got to a point where I was like addicted to it, like drugs. And that's what I really wanted to, cause there's so many points on this, and I'm sorry, this is kind of a ramble on and on and on. This is more of probably of a journal for myself. I still am trying to get my thoughts cleared. From this, I have been away from him. I had to get a no contact order because of myself too. Like, I became very sick myself, very obsessive of trying to catch him cheating and catching him that he's lying, and just like, I know you're lying. And I wanted to like have it thrown in his face, and it became very toxic for myself, and it brought out a lot of bad places inside me that I don't want to be. I just want to live and be peaceful and just know me. And I'm one that will jump into a relationship because I need to believe that this person needs help, or I need to believe that this person is really good inside, and I want to show them that they can be a good person too. And then I always find myself following their lead in the negative way. I don't know if this is making sense to anybody or if it makes sense at all. That's what I need to do. Just breathe. I don't even know where I'm at, anybody. I'm just sitting here out in the middle of the mountains. I came to Colorado to see my daughter for her birthday, and my son and her are hanging out, which I'm very happy for. I'm very grateful that my son is with me. He's 20 years old, and I feel like I lost. I lost my relationship with my children through this because I was so jealous of my children time and always telling me, what about that time for me? And then my poor 12-year-old. And then my daughter. I know I'll never get that time back with them. But all I can do moving forward is really, really being the mom they need. I just wanted to come on here and be really raw and honest, because I think that's what we need rather than all these happy-go-lucky posts. I don't know, and I don't even know what I'm trying to accomplish here, really. I have no idea. Actually, I do. I know that I want to connect with other people and letting you know, like, it's okay. It's okay to let go. I didn't know how to let go, even though I knew it was so bad for me. I don't know what it's like to be a drug addict or anything like that, but I feel like this is probably what it feels like for them. I don't know, I have created a Facebook group called WIN, and it stands for Women in Need, but we're always going to win. We're going to win for ourselves. We're going to stand up for ourselves. because we do matter. We are important. And I don't understand why so many men want to hurt the women they're with, want to hold them down, and I know it's my responsibility as a boy mom. I have 2 boys, to show them how to treat women. And I love my kids. I love my kids. And like I said, I've completely lost track of being a mom. Not really a mom. I can't really say I've lost track of being a mom. I guess the mom that I know I am. I guess I should say that. I've been going through the motions and always having to work and always having to push this, and my husband always telling me, "Why can't we do stuff fun? Why can't we do stuff fun?" Well, you know, it also takes money, and it takes you getting a job and like working as a partnership. And he always would preach that to me. We aren't partners. You don't talk. Well, you know, after a while being belittled and basically being told that kind of like I'm stupid, but then also he would back it up with, "Oh, you're so amazing. You're amazing. And I've never imagined my life without you." That's all lies. It's all lies. Like, it's so confusing because my brain doesn't go that way. When I love somebody, I love hard, and I want to be a partner, and I want pretty simple things. I just ask for loyalty from the person I'm with. I expect that you're not going to go cheat on me. Like, there's nothing wrong with having male and female friends. If you can control yourself, like, for God's sakes, why is it so hard for people to control cheating? Like, if you can't control yourself from cheating on somebody, then don't be with them. Like, you shouldn't be with a person in general. Like, anyone. I don't understand. I think that when you're not healthy and you get into a relationship with somebody, even though you think you're healthy, because I thought I was, I've been through the abuse of other stuff. I've never actually truly healed it. And it sounds so cliche because I'm listening to all this stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, I used to be so strong. I mean, I've never dug into like the deep issues of myself. And this is kind of embarrassing to talk about in front of people. I don't like talking about what I've been through with men, because honestly, men in my life have been very shitty to me. And they don't all start out that way. Honestly, of course they don't, because if they did, they wouldn't be in your life, right? I don't know. I've just been praying a lot to God. Oh my gosh, I just thought my car was moving. This sounds like a bunch of rambling to me, and I don't know how to do all this. I don't know if it's right, wrong. I don't know. But I felt it in my heart to make this video, and it sounded better in my head. Way better in my head than me sitting here and actually doing it live, I guess. But I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I can't sit here and judge myself because of everybody else and what everybody else is going to think. Because really, you are who you are. And the more you judge yourself like that, and the more you put yourself down, that I feel like you lose your genuine self. And they're still in your head just blah, 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 blah. Just saying things. And you lose your focus, you lose your sense of self. And my goodness, I never have been, I can't even say I've never been. I have always been a person that has so badly put my worth in what other people think. It doesn't have to be another male. It's just people in general. Like, if I make a mistake, I will sit here and eat myself up for days and be like, why did I say that? That's so stupid. I have word vomit. And I don't believe in myself as far as my potential with my jobs, and I will self sabotage. And when I do that, and I'm realizing this slowly, this is a journey, people, but I am realizing that what I'm feeling inside, it reflects on the outside. And they see that, and somebody sees you as weak, and it's disgusting because as I think back, and I've only let myself think a little bit on this, but as I think back, I'm realizing, damn, I was smooth talked like a fool, and I allowed some extremely toxic behavior in my life. And I have been listening to a book that talks about, it's called There's a Hole in My Love Cup. And it talks about I don't even know where I was going with this now. I forgot, sorry. But it talks about childhood trauma, empathy, and just a lot of other stuff. I was trying to get my point across too, but when you see yourself as nothing, you're gonna get nothing. And I feel like I'm something. It just took me a while to remember that, and I'm still remembering that. I've lost my career over the anxiety. I was doing extremely well. I was happy. I was losing weight. When I was losing weight, I got told to me, well, what are you going to do? Lose weight and go find another man? I should have said yes, but it wasn't about weight. The weight I needed to lose was his weight of his words, his behaviors off my back. So I'm going to try to lose weight, and I'm going to look at my weight that way. I'm literally the heaviest I've ever been. Now that he is not here, I feel freer, but I I know that I'm worth more than this. And it's not worth more with a man. Yes, I am worth more with a man, but for myself, I myself matter to me. And in order for me, like I've told him, in order for me to be the best version of anything else in this life, whether it be a mother, a wife, teacher, worker, whatever it is, I've got to be the best version of me. I have got to get rid of everybody else's crappy words that they have said to me, everybody else's crappy behavior. I have to let it go. I have to let it go to be me and see me. And I feel like I'm being born again as far as a woman, and learning to really look at what's happened to me since I was a child and really face it and really feel those feelings, because they hurt. And I feel like a new chapter is being turned within myself, that I am coming around and I am actually, for the first time in my entire life, that I'm willing to dig into this and heal. And I don't think that I'm going to have a man in my life for a long time, if ever again, as far as like a relationship goes. Because quite frankly, they scare me. Relationships scare me so bad anymore. Like, I've watched my mother be abused. I hear the stories about my grandparents. It's a generational disgusting curse. And I don't want to see my kids go through this. And I've watched my kids witness things. And that's the thing too, is I cannot stand when there is another parent that has done the abuse, and then all of a sudden they're this miraculously better person, and now they're going to take that child from you. I'm going to tell you what. I love my kids, and I will fight for my kids. But when there is somebody that has literally put a knife to your throat and has said some very vulgar things to your child, their child, they don't love their child. There's so much I need to talk on. Maybe I make a series of this. I don't know. I really don't know. This is probably way too long, but I'm going to make some journals. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do video journals. I probably will never watch them again, but it feels good to vocalize it rather than writing it down for me. So if it gets blocked, I don't know. Maybe it does. But as of right now, this is what I'm doing. Maybe I'm really actually talking to God. I don't freaking know. I don't know. But this is the journey that I'm on. And yeah, it's a bunch of crap. That's what it comes down to. It's a bunch of crap to get out, and I'm going to shovel it out, and I'm going to keep digging, and I'm going to keep digging that shit out. Digging the shit out. Because I deserve it. You deserve it. My kids deserve it. Your kids deserve it. Everybody deserves it. And that is my ramble rant. And I'm going to continue on with what I feel like is my purpose of helping women. So, I have hopefully an amazing turnaround to this journey. And I'm not going to keep saying these. See, there we go. I just said hopefully. Sorry, I'm in my car in the mountains. Like I said, I have no idea where I'm at. But I am going to stop saying hopefully, and I'm going to make it happen. And I guess I'm going to be vulnerable in front of everybody, whoever wants to watch this. If you don't want to watch it, it's okay. I understand. It's not a poor me, woe is me. It's reality, I guess. So, anyways, my goal, and I feel truly like very passionate about this, and I feel like it is for me to help women, like I've said a couple times. So I am going to create WIN. WIN, again, stands for Women in Need, but we are going to win for ourselves. And it's not in a revengeful way, which I have done. And some things I find myself hilarious on that I've done, but I've actually thought about it, and I don't want to be that person full of revengeful hate inside, and I don't want to be the person that's going to go through and leave somebody naked at a hotel. I've done it. It's kind of funny. I know. It is. But at the same time, it's not right, and I don't want to keep going down to that level of them. And once I see that negative behavior, that toxic ass behavior, I need to learn to walk away. We all need to learn to walk away, because we all become toxic in some way, I believe. Or maybe that's just what I have been taught and seen and have experienced, so I believe it's like kind of everybody. But I see all these happy people. I mean, I do see actual couples, and I know that they have problems. I know that. And relationships, you're going to have arguments. Whether the relationship is with your children or your parents or your friends, you're going to have arguments. You're going to have things that piss you off. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't feel safe with that person, because when you are in a good, healthy space, you can have an argument and feel safe still without having to feel like, okay, well, crap, now I'm going to get verbal abuse, or I'm going to get, my husband's going to cheat on me because I'm not doing what he wants. I'm going to be sexually abused, being touched when I don't want to be touched. And, physical abuse. It's no more. Honestly, no more. And screw that. Yes, I'm rambling because I can't even think straight because so much crap has happened. So I am going to do this. I am going to continue on making these damn videos, and I hope I do help somebody, even if it's one person. I'm going to be freaking strong, and I'm going to heal myself, because I'm not going to give anybody that power to continue on hurting me with their crap. That's their issue, not mine. I have my own issues that I can dump out and dig out and get rid of them. Nobody else is going to have power over me except for me and God. Win. Again. Win for yourself. Win for women.